Whether it's from high atop the Comcast CNH studios in Washington, D.C., or the ESPN zone in our nation's capital, it's time to talk Colonial Athletic Association basketball. Hi, I'm Scott Graham.
And I'm Jody Lavin-Patrick. We're with you for the next 30 minutes to bring you a preview of the 2007-2008 CAA basketball season.
Nothing quite captures the country like college basketball. Fans scramble for seats at sold-out arenas. Non-conference games test the mettle of programs large and small. Everyone, players, coaches, media, and fans, survive 4 months of intense battles in anticipation of March Madness. And then comes postseason play in the NCAA and the NIT. It's been a special time for CAA basketball over the past 2 seasons, with 16 teams in postseason play. George Mason reaching the NCAA Final Four in 2006, Old Dominion doing the same in the NIT that season, and of course, Jody, VCU upsetting Duke in last year's NCAA first round.
Well, and Scott, on the women's side, Old Dominion captured its 16th consecutive CAA crown last season and was one of 3 CAA teams heading to the NCAA championship.
Last year, the CAA said goodbye and thank you to many of the student athletes who helped make the CAA the respected conference that it is today.
With over 60% of its starters returning, including numerous all-conference performers, we're going to give you a team-by-team preview and let you get the coach's perspective of what might lie ahead. It's time for the opening tap, so here goes.
George Mason welcomes back all 5 starters from last year's 18 and 15 squad that became the first number 6 seed in a decade to reach the finals of the CAA Men's Basketball Championship. Leading the list of returnees for head coach Jim Larrañaga are a pair of veteran all-conference performers in senior forward Will Thomas and senior guard Follerin Campbell. Thomas, a second-team All-CAA selection, contributed 13 points and nearly 7 rebounds per game, while Campbell, a third-team All-CAA pick, poured in 14 points per game and topped the team in assists. There's plenty of depth in the backcourt with senior Jordan Carter, junior Dre Smith, and sharpshooter John Vaughn returning, while senior Darryl Monroe and sophomore Lewis Birdsong are back up front.
We want to win the regular season title, play consistently well throughout the regular season, and finish in first place, be seeded #1 for the CAA tournament. And last and most importantly is to be playing our best basketball in March and win the CAA championship and represent the Colonial Athletic Association in the NCAA tournament and March Madness.
Expect to see a much improved team at George Mason as 4 of the squad's 5 starters return. Patriots head coach Debbie Tannehill will be led by senior guard Letitia Wade, who poured in more than 13 points per game, and senior forward Moni Akintunde, who was among the league leaders in rebounding. Also back in the lineup for Mason are senior guard Casey Quigley, junior forward Jessica Smith, and top reserve Whitney Ward.
We want to get back into the winning ranks in the CAA, get back in the top half of the conference. I think that we have some veterans, Casey Quigley, Tisha Wade, Moni Akintunde, who have the experience and the talent necessary to be good players in the CAA.
VCU's first season under head coach Anthony Grant could not have gone much better, with a school record 28 victories, a CAA championship, and a victory over Duke in the NCAA tournament. The Rams are looking for an encore with 6 returning lettermen. First-team All-CAA guard Eric Maynard, who averaged 14 points per game and dished out a school record 224 assists, burst onto the national scene a year ago with his numerous big plays in the postseason. He'll be joined in the backcourt by long-range bomber Jamal Schuler. The Rams return a pair of starters up front in senior center Will Famini and senior forward Michael Anderson, while all-rookie selection T.J. Gwynn and sophomore Frank Dongo provide depth.
Well, our expectations is a brand new year. You know, last year is done, so we've got to focus on the present. You know, this year we've got 6 returners, 7 new guys. So my expectations for us is for us to come out and compete hard every day, to play together as a team, and just to play unselfishly. And I think if we do those things, we got a chance to be successful.
VCU recorded its most victories in over a decade last season, and head coach Beth Cunningham is hoping to continue that success with 9 returning letter winners. The Rams feature one of the CAA's top inside games with senior forward Crystal Vaughn and junior center Juanitra Hollingsworth, who both ranked among league leaders in scoring and rebounding and earned spots on the All-CAA second team. Also back are point guard Lakia Jones and wing Brittany Pinkney.
A lot of things have to go right, whether it be stay healthy and have certain kids step up that you need to. But I think that it's going to be an exciting race, and I think that we're excited about the potential of hopefully competing at the top portion of our conference.
With 75 wins, a pair of NCAA tournament berths, and a run to the NIT Final Four over the past 3 seasons, Coach Blaine Taylor has established Old Dominion as one of the CAA's premier programs. 3 four-year standouts are gone, but the Monarchs still have plenty of talent on hand. Senior point guard Brandon Johnson contributed 8 points per game and made the CAA All-Defensive Team last season, while senior wing Brian Henderson tallied 9 points per game and drained a team-high 55 three-pointers. Up front, sophomore center Gerald Lee showed flashes of becoming a dominant inside player, and junior forward Jonathan Adams made 11 starts a year ago. ODU also has experienced depth with guards Abdi Ladonde and Marsharee Neely.
I like to think we're one of a handful of schools where you're just not sure how good we are. To climb our league standings, I've said this before, if you can get in the top 3 or 4, let's say, in our league, you can compete with anybody in the country. But it's a hard climb up through our standings because a lot of good coaches, a lot of good teams, a lot of good programs.
Old Dominion continued its reign as CAA champions, capturing an NCAA record 16th consecutive title under head coach Wendy Larry. First team All-CAA guard TJ Jordan, who drained a league-high 101 three-pointers, tops a talented group of 8 returning letter winners. The Lady Monarchs are loaded up front with junior Tiffany Green, seniors Tay Ransberg and Shahida Williams, while guard Jasmine Walters is back at the point.
I believe there's something to be said about the experience of being a champion, and I think that what's happened in a number of occasions is we've gotten into a conference championship with experienced players that have been there, done that, and makes a huge difference.
Coming off its 4th postseason appearance in the past 5 years, Drexel looks to continue its run of success under head coach Bruiser Flint. The Dragons returned 8 players from their 23-9 squad that led the nation in road wins a year ago. Senior forward Frank Eligar has developed into one of the league's top post players, averaging 16 points and nearly 7 rebounds per game to earn second-team All-CAA honors. He will be joined up front by senior Randy Obanecki, sophomore Kenny Tribbett, and Boston College transfer Evan Niesler. Drexel faces the task of replacing a pair of veteran standouts in the backcourt, but juniors Scott Rogers and Tremaine Hawthorne bring plenty of experience.
The kid has probably been our greatest success story, probably my greatest success story as a coach, period. Didn't really play that much in high school. We sort of took a chance on him. He went from playing 30 minutes the entire season as a freshman to 10 points to 16. Being a kid, a lot of NBA people think that has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Head coach Denise Dillon should have Drexel back on the winning track this season with 13 returning letter winners. The Dragons feature one of the league's best inside-out combinations in sophomore forward Gabriella Marginian, who earned CAA Rookie of the Year honors after tallying over 16 points and 8 rebounds per game, and senior guard Narissa Suber, who is already the school's all-time leader in three-pointers. Starters Nora Suber and Andrea Peterson are also back.
We finished the season strong, and they continue to work in the postseason through the summer, preseason. I think they're committed to to success, to having a good year, and they're ready to go.
Jody and I will be right back with more CAA basketball.